Hey guys, guten Abend aus Deutschland, good evening from Germany. Chantal's posted another video and it's a clickbait title, and so I figured I'm gonna take a look. It's titled It's Over and Done, and it's roughly 23 minutes long. Let's see what she had to say. Of course, I skipped her intro and the cameo advertisement. Nobody needs that. And here's Julia the Kuwaiti feral cat.
Hi guys. So this is a talking video and there's not going to be any editing because I'm lazy, which means you're gonna have to put up with the nose scratches and stuff, sorry.
Big shocker.
So, I thought I would just do a talking video. I'm not eating in this video because I'm talking a lot and because I'm full from supper still, so.
Oh wow. These past mukbangs have been so disgusting. I watched some of the, not compilations, but summaries, and man, she's an animal.
I just wanted to kind of, I guess, answer in an official video some of your questions about why I'm choosing to do mukbangs.
What is the title about? It's over and done. That's what I'm wondering now. I know why you're doing mukbangs, because you're a gluttonous pig, and I told you when you told us that you're gonna change your life that you're not gonna do it.
Yada yada yada. And I don't want to address this during mukbangs. I just want mukbangs to be enjoying food and having fun and just lighthearted content.
Okay, are you gonna explain to us why you went back to your old eating habits? Is that gonna happen or not so much?
Where I don't have to give anything of myself, like share anything that, I've changed a lot. I know
Nope.
people refuse to believe that and are looking for all kinds of evidence and, just trying to counter that. But
Okay.
I have changed a lot.
In what way? You put a costume on. Other than that, you're still eating the same portions and you're still dishonest. So, what has changed really?
Mindset wise with certain things.
What things?
Some things remain the same, some things I'm still working on.
Okay, so you don't know, so why are you even bringing it up?
But in the, I think it's safe to say after about almost 2 years of being different than what you're used to, a different foodie beauty.
Wow, this gives me Amber flashbacks, because she keeps talking about how she's different and she's not, and how she's progressed and she has not. So, look at her looking off, probably into a life factory.
That this is going towards a newer lifestyle. And
Okay, when are you gonna make changes is what I would like to know.
life changes are not just one day you're different completely, okay?
No, you make baby steps, and neither you nor Amber are capable of doing that. You just keep going with the same unhealthy ways, and that's what's gonna end you in the incinerator.
It's gradual and it's painful and it's hard. Adapting to a new lifestyle. And
Okay, but you haven't adapted anything because you're still as big as you were weeks ago, and so nothing has changed for you.
I've had to grieve a lot of things from my old lifestyle, sure, of course, but it doesn't mean that it's what was best for me.
What exactly did you grieve? You're still on drugs and you're still overeating. So, I don't know. Putting on the costume, having a different background does not make a life change, you know? I mean, an internal one.
And that's choices that I have the freedom to make in life.
Okay.
And
Yeah, but see, you kind of not confuse people, but infuriate people when you say no more bread, no more sodas, and you're gonna watch what you eat, no more junk food, and then you just scarf it down in the coming 3 or 4. I don't even care enough to look it up now. Mukbangs that followed your TED talk.
nobody truly knows completely my life, my circumstances, my
That is correct.
everything except for me, my feelings, okay?
Mm. But funny how you and Amber keep saying the same things. She recently said that she only puts 5% of her life, or was it the other way around? 5% of her life on the internet and 95% is offline. That would make more sense. I think she said it the other way around. Um, that is correct, but we can see you guys not losing any weight. And so, whatever changes you claim to make while the camera is off, they don't seem to be working.
It's in my heart and in my mind. So,
Okay, I'd really love for you to give us examples, but you can't because you're just bullshitting again, right?
and I want to protect those things from now on. So, what I did say in my post,
Oh, that post. Wait a minute. So 2 days ago, this is what she posted on her channel. I'm just gonna leave it up here for a few seconds. You can pause it too if you like.
about, um, excuse me, not wanting to share intimate details of my life. You know, that's so different for you guys. And I know in a way, and I don't know what else other term to use, but a lot of you are grieving the old foodie beauty. A lot of you miss that person because
I don't really miss her because I wasn't into her all that much. What I know of her, I know of compilations and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't miss her.
past and over things that affected me. And even though a lot of them don't affect me anymore, people still go over them as if it's not even affecting me and these things happen to me. It's just weird for me that people keep going over a past me that's not there anymore. And
Hmm. You can't just start being a different person. I believe you can make changes in life. I believe that you can change your personality. I believe you can drop habits from one day to the next. But what you cannot do, and we recently talked about this when it came to Amber and Amber's mom and her criminal record, is that whatever you did in the past is going to follow you, especially since you and Amber exploited it on the internet. So you can change all you want and you can claim that you're a totally different person. But what you cannot do is say, guys, forget about my past. I made the YouTube coin. I did it all for monetary gain. Maybe sometimes I share too much. Hey, that stuff is gonna follow you until you croak, and you and Amber need to be aware of that. It doesn't keep you from constantly posting stuff that nobody else would put on the internet. But hey, you do you, boo boos.
won't come back. I think people expect in a few months that I'm going to go back to Canada, that I'm going to go back to that old way. I'm going to rip off the hijab and it's just going to be let's get a wheelchair kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I think that time has come and gone because you have now driven your life so much against the wall that that is no longer an option, you know? I mean, if you can't do it, I can do it for you. You're 40 years old. Your body is presenting you with all kinds of problems. You're not taking them seriously anymore, and you're still running that mouth. Did check a little bit into what kind of businesses are in that tower that her and Salah recently visited. And it turns out that there's a visa office. You know, there are visa offices worldwide that help you with attaining a visa for certain countries. And maybe they were there, so maybe they are trying to get a visa for him. But being a Syrian citizen, I'm not sure how easy that is. But yeah, she's still full of lies. Who knows what's gonna happen? But I don't see any healthy changes in her future at all.
Now, I've been to Canada 2 or 3 times back and forth because I've been, like I said, these changes of lifestyle. It's so drastic, and it's it's taken me time through this tug of war to feel like, okay, um, do I want to go back to that lifestyle? So I thought, going back to Canada, I miss
Oh, I thought it wasn't about going back to that lifestyle, but going to Canada to save your health. to save your own life. Oh, okay, my bad.
certain things, but then it never happened. I never took the hijab off. I never reverted back to my old lifestyle.
I didn't even know that that was an option, so that's why she went over there. And it was not a visa run, okay. Sometimes I get dizzy just trying to understand what is going through their hollow heads. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's always these two lines. One is what actually happened, the other one is the narrative they're trying to push on us. And look how she keeps looking off to the side, trying to come up with lies.
Totally, like, but
And also, last time she was in Canada, she said it's for good. She's gonna stay, and then she didn't. They're so mentally disturbed, both of them. They need therapy, and I mean inpatient care.
I I end up coming back here, and there's a lot of reasons, and I don't feel like I need to justify that to anybody.
No, you don't. Just the fact that you ran back to that scat man is enough for us to know.
And I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to explain
You probably don't even know why.
why I prefer to be here. I mean, I think I have many times. I don't think that people listen. So it's like for me, if I'm
People listen, look. You keep going back to a country where you know exactly that for at least half of the year. I'm just assuming here that in Kuwait it's the same thing, that summer is really hot for 6 months. Um, you keep going back to a country where you know that you won't be able to leave the house. And so when you said in Canada that you fear that if you get yourself your own place, you're just gonna bed rot and eat yourself to death. I got that. I understood that. And so you ran back and now you want to bed rot in Kuwait. I mean, I get it. Only you don't have the balls to tell us.
going to just be talking to a brick wall,
I mean, she's got the balls, but let's say she doesn't have the backbone.
I'm not going to bother. There's just so many people online that are so determined to misunderstand what I say.
Wow, she sounds just like Amber. Are they? Maybe they have the same parents somehow. And they don't know it with all the incest going on and I don't know what else from their circles. Yeah, so we just want to misunderstand her, sure. People that don't have a high enough IQ to really share things with people and have mood swings like there's no tomorrow should not be given a camera with which they can post content on the internet. Is basically what we're seeing proof of yet again in this video.
And take a different meaning of it. And I just,
Yeah, well, if you and Amber keep lying and omitting things, even though you want to share so much and you want to be so authentic and develop such a good relationship with your audience, and then you go and just lie or change your mind without any explanation, and then the smirks on your faces, no wonder people out here speculate. And why shouldn't they?
you know what, I'm just going to let people do that. And I'm
Good. You have no control over it anyway.
just going to keep quiet and know what my life is like.
Good, good. Delusional is always a good way to go.
Like, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
there's things I grieve, obviously, about my old life. But again, it doesn't mean that it's what's best for me. And
What does she mean by grieving? If you grieve it, you put it to bed for good, and then you just leave it there. You know. But it seems like she's still iffy about whether or not she should go back to that life.
I'm still working on issues. Sure, I have a lot to work on. But that's not going to matter geographically. For me, like wherever I go, there I am. That's true. And
And you're bringing your problems with you. You've proven that to yourself every single time you went back to Canada. And to us, it really makes no difference if you eat yourself to death in Canada or in Kuwait. It's just funny to see you in front of the same background over and over again, shoveling in the same kind of foods, the same troughs, the same, family portions for a family of 5, and yeah, your life is done.
You know, it's just, I'm not going to be that person anymore. It's over. It's over with that person. It's done. And
It's over and done. That person that explains herself, okay, that should make your views go back up. Not.
I'm not going to be going back to that. So I know a lot of people think this newer version of me is boring. It's not what you're used to. My audience was mostly people who were, there to watch me be completely silly, totally TMI, things that I would never want to talk about openly now, and things I would never in a million years do.
Strange. I just recently saw you in a filthy pool with mold and bird shit and insects floating around, and you probably not using that bathroom. I don't even want to know what else was in that pool, and there was no chlorine, and the pool was warm. That was TMI for us, and then seeing that you're not really interested in moving around but just flapping your jaws in front of the camera. You could have done that upstairs. But you're still sharing too much for my taste.
And in a way, I'm grieving. I'm having trouble like accepting that I've exposed so much of myself in a way. I'm trying to just realize that that's the past and it's done and there's nothing I can do about it, right?
Okay. Well, you were a little bit crazy. I still don't get what she's talking about, what she is grieving. I think she's using the wrong word. I think what she would like to say is she's missing that person. Not that she has changed, because she's still smoking the shisha. She's still, overeating on a daily basis, numbing her feelings, and so not much has changed. And from the way she's been acting in that Muslim costume, and I mean this with all due respect for Islam, uh, she doesn't mean it. For her, it's just a costume, and you can tell that she's still acting like she was before when she's ranting and raving, and so not much has changed. She can't give any example, so she's just talking out of her ass again.
But there's a lot I wish I didn't share with people or that I didn't do. So
Yeah, too late. You kind of, pocketed the YouTube coin for ruining your reputation. The same goes for Amber, and here we are.
but there's a lot of things I don't regret either. So
Okay, noted.
anyway, all this backstory to basically just say that, you know, I meant what I said in my post. I know I'm not the queen of consistency, and you guys expect me to change my mind and still expect me to go back and live in Canada and be different. But after a year and a half or more, almost 2 years, I think it's safe to say that a lot of chapters from that era are just done.
Maybe that drug addict you were getting abused by. I have to watch what I'm saying here because the YouTube censors, but I don't really see much change, I gotta say. I don't see much change. You're still overeating, you still hate your life, you still hate your audience, you hate having to come on and make your money this way. And just like Amber, you're trying to figure out ways how to put in the least bit of effort and still get paid enough to overeat on the daily. And so I don't see what really has changed. I don't, except for the background.
It's over with. It's gone.
And plus, she keeps mentioning that she is like back and forth about it. She doesn't use these words, but just the fact that she keeps going back to Canada, she could also go to a neighboring country of Kuwait and call that her visa run. But why Canada? To not lose her citizenship? I don't know how that works in Canada. Uh, I have no idea.
I don't have the want to go back to a lot of that. That a lot of things I'm glad are done.
Okay, but you say you keep saying that you're grieving it. That is strange.
And I want to evolve in life and I want to see where things are going to go.
Evolve, okay. I doubt that you know what that means, to evolve, to progress, to do things that improve your life.
I want to stick to my goals. I want to.
To, I don't know what, eat yourself to death? You are well underway.
I want to travel so bad. Like it's a yearning inside me that you don't understand.
No, I don't understand because your health is so bad that traveling would not be advised by any doctor in Kuwait or anywhere on this planet for that matter.
Um,
I mean, just look at this picture, the way she looked there in Thailand. I thought she was gonna croak over there.
I think it's because, coming here and being here, living in a different culture, I want to experience a lot of cultures. I want to experience
Why you ignore the one you're living in now? You still don't speak the language. You know, I can't follow what she's saying.
all that life has to offer. So,
Yeah, that's bullshit because she just sits on her ass in her apartment, just like Amber does, and stuffs her face.
but um, I'm also, so basically for the mukbangs, I guess it kind of reminds me of a time when my channel was more simple. Like, I had fun doing mukbangs.
Of course, you're a food addict.
Um, in a lot of ways. I had fun telling you guys stories and stuff too.
Mostly lies, but go on.
But even with an eating disorder, as a human being, you know, we have to eat food.
True, but not as much as you eat and not unhealthy foods like you do.
And I find whenever I go on diets, whenever I restrict food groups, whenever, I start to
Look how she's digging for lies.
have negative feelings about food, and it causes guilt, and it just perpetuates the binge eating cycle. And with the mukbangs lately, I feel like I get to kind of have more of a routine. I wake up, I take my meds, I have the healthy drink, I eat whatever the heck I want from my mukbang, I eat whatever I want, and that satisfies a craving in me.
Have you checked your views lately? Are you willing to go down like this? I don't mean health-wise, I mean your channel. And are you willing to do mukbangs for free without getting paid for them? Because that's where you're headed.
As a food addict in a way. And then I, can negotiate with myself, okay, I'm going to have this healthy later, blah, blah,
Her and Amber the same. For years have been saying the same. She at one point in time even had 2 channels. I only know that because Mr. Snowflake mentioned it. 2 channels, and then she deleted the other one because nobody buys that a 450-pounder in this case, or the 600-pounder in Amber's case, that they eat healthy off camera. It's absolute delusion that drives that the thought that they can sell that to us.
blah. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, you're fooling yourself. It's a slippery slope,
Yep, that's exactly what it is, and you've been proving yourself that.
yada, yada, yada. But over restricting doesn't work either for me.
No, but making, just eat half of the portion that you would like to eat. It's still for 2 to 3 people, right?
You know what I mean? And in a way, it's worse. So
Yeah, well, whatever you're doing is not helping you in any way because you're not losing any weight, you're not saving your life, you're not extending your lifespan. So whatever you do, keep going. Just keep going.
but these are what I'm doing right now. I don't want to do any more on my channel. I don't want to justify, as a larger person with health problems, I don't want to justify to people, strangers, why I'm eating what I'm eating, you know?
No, you just want to eat unhealthy foods and you want to die that way. It's pretty clear by now. And you said similar things on your channel before, years ago. People that don't like to watch you eat, just watch another channel where a skinny bitch is eating a salad or something like that. That is a phrase I remember. And so here we have her yet again. after a phase where she was briefly scared that her body was not going to cooperate anymore and was not going to take the abuse anymore, that she's going to change everything dramatically. And I said it never works for them because they have nothing else in life. That they can deal with life. They don't have the mental capacities to say, okay, so I'm sad, I'm gonna sit with the feeling, and I'm gonna deal with that. All they ever do is stuff their faces. And so after a phase of being totally shocked that her body won't cooperate anymore, we have her again justifying why she wants to do mukbangs, and not even justify anymore why she's eaten troughs of unhealthy foods.
Um,
That's why that's one of the reasons why I cannot take her seriously anymore.
Especially to a community of people who are also overweight, obese.
No, how dare you make that assumption? What if there are skinny people? There are also anorexic people. They are very, very skinny, but probably eat as much as you do. They just throw it up afterwards. How dare you make that assumption that everybody is overweight in your audience? Crazy.
And don't ever show themselves, but have a lot to
So, where in our life contract does it say that we have to show ourselves, huh?
say about
You chose to show yourself and your ass non-stop. Doesn't mean that all of us have to do it.
what I'm eating, about my weight, yada yada. It's a huge
Well, you made it an issue. You made it a topic on your channel. This is how you made your money. By making people believe that now you're on a diet, you're gonna make it. I don't know to what degree the feeders come into play when it comes to yours and Amber's income. But lately, I think you have some new feeders because the eating sounds and the looks into the camera have gotten worse. And so I believe your level of desperation is higher than before.
huge community of people who do that. And I don't want to justify my choices.
Don't do it then. But don't talk about how you're going to change your life. Because we never believe you anymore. You've said it so often that by now it's just blah blah, yada yada. Yeah, I'm going to eat healthy. I'm only going to drink water. I'm not going to eat bread.
Just because I'm a fat person online eating something that's not a salad. I don't want to do it.
But look at your views, Chantal. Is it really worth it? Is it worth stuffing your face like that and losing more and more viewers?
What I do off camera with my life is totally up to me. It's my choices. You don't
Yeah, but you don't eat healthy and you don't eat small portions because if you did, you'd be losing weight.
have to watch it. Eating videos are not for everybody.
No, especially when you eat like a pig. I mean, there are people that have dining etiquette. You are on the other side of the spectrum. That is just like a ravenous monster shoveling food into their face.
At all. And so that's fine as well. There is an audience for it, obviously.
Yeah, that train has taken off on you, honey bun, sweetie pie. Look at your views.
And no, not just feeders, because do you know how many mukbang channels there are?
I'm glad she said not just feeders.
And if you go through those people's comments, there's not one sexual comment about feederism or whatever dumb people are saying about it. Just because it's a bigger person eating, it has to be a feeder. No, it's not.
I love when she says people are dumb. She's the one that ate herself to 450 pounds, has accomplished nothing in her life, has no savings, and no clue what to do with the rest of her life, as short as it may be.
All right, people watch mukbangs for different reasons. It just makes you hungry. It's pleasurable to see the good food, especially if you can't
Yeah, good food, but what you eat is nothing but fast food.
eat it, or if you are eating, it's like a social thing. Like, I don't have to explain mukbangs. People know what they are. I've talked about this many times.
And it's not so much a social thing for you. It's you, while you're eating all day anyway, turning on the camera and trying to make your money that way, which I believe is a very cowardly way of trying to weasel your way through life. But hey, that's just me.
But that's why I'm doing them.
No, because you stuff your face all day long and you have no other ways of making any money.
Because for me, it's content that's fun, there's no drama.
Yeah, because you're a food addict. Of course it's fun for you. Ask a heroin addict if it's fun for them to shoot up. Yeah, it's fun.
I think drama is worse for my health than a cheeseburger at this point. Honestly, you underestimate how much that can affect your health. People really don't realize that, and I don't want to have a dark energy on.
Oh, but you do. You have like scratching at death's door already written all over you.
Online with that kind of drama and hatred and disliking and just like total negative vibes. Like, I just don't want it in my life. Okay.
Okay, but you still want to stuff your face online. Okay. Noted.
So mukbangs, I built my channel on mukbangs at first anyways, and I always ate
No, you started off with makeup. Why do you keep saying that?
to some degree on camera. And, I enjoy doing them. So
Because you're a food addict, that's why.
that's that.
Yeah, so you've given up. That's what I've been saying. This is not news to me. It's not a surprise at all. It's pretty obvious what you're trying to do. But don't give us that 2019 Amber speech from the shrimp mukbang.
Just because you are seeing one meal out of the 15 I have in a week, how is that going to decipher everything? Do you get what I'm saying? And there are skinny mukbangers out there. They don't gain weight at all. There have been mukbangers out there who have lost weight. It is a thing. It's not something that's crazy. We're kind of just over people only supporting us when we're doing what they want us to do. That's just not how life works.
Well, no, but if you never lose any weight, we can pretty much guesstimate that you're stuffing your face all day long. And also when we see you moving, we know that you hardly ever move. You and Amber. And so what is the purpose of this video, Chantal? What really is it? You could have just put a community post saying, I'm going to continue doing mukbangs because I don't care about my health, over and out. You know?
That's why I want to do it. It's the type of content that, excuse me, doesn't
Yeah, gross. Ew, look at that freeze frame. I'm gonna use that as the thumbnail.
involve me sharing my life, because I don't want to do that anymore. I want complete privacy. At first, when I was doing mukbangs in the past, I loved being an open book. I love sharing everything.
I love how she seems to be the queen of mukbangs and keeps calling it a mukbang. She is so dense.
And now,
But then again, there are studies now. I had no idea. Somebody told me in the comments. There are studies now that have been done that prove the correlation between obesity and decline of cognitive abilities.
my feelings have changed about that. So where was I? Oh yeah,
You want to keep stuffing face, you're not going to talk about it, you're not going to talk about your life. Watch what's going to happen to your views.
mukbangs. So that's why I do them. That's what I want to do. I want to do food content.
I'm not going to cover that. I can tell you guys that already.
Of course, when I travel, I'm gonna do travel vlogs, like regarding the food in the different countries.
Okay, it's your life, but I wouldn't do it if I was you. Remember Thailand and the blood pressure. And yeah, whatever. It's your life.
And on our couples channel, we're gonna do
I'm not gonna watch that either because I'm not interested in a Syrian guy that hates Christians so much and that has so much disrespect for women, including the one we're looking at right now that's trying to dig up some more lies.
travel vlogs. And what else?
Oh, you and your BMI voice, low BMI voice, that cringes everybody out and you think that's great content. Hey, good luck with that.
You know, go out sometimes around here, show you different food places and stuff like that.
Yeah, always food, 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 because you have no other way to go through life. You're gonna keep hyper focusing on food because that is your essence.
And in between that, just mukbangs at home. Like, you know,
Yeah, you've got nothing else. I know.
that's basically just what I want to do right now.
Do it then.
I don't want to come on here and explain why I'm eating a cheeseburger. I don't want to come on here and explain my weight.
Okay, then don't come on here anymore and milk and exploit your health problems because nobody wants to hear about them since you're not willing to do anything about them.
Loss or gain or whatever the heck. And be like, I gained half a kilo this week, guys. No, I don't want it. And I don't want to, you know, also go balls to the wall and super strict on a diet.
That's what you said though, so you changed your mind again, huh? That's a big shocker.
And
Yeah, so basically continue to drive your life against the wall and put it up on a Syrian piece of shit wherever on the planet you might be at the time to having to worry about how to dispose of your body, you know?
no, I
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
don't want to do it. And just, I don't enjoy doing that content whatsoever. I don't enjoy it.
No, you hate to be accountable. I've noticed that about you and Amber.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so don't share any more about that. No more health problems. We don't need to hear about that because whoever feeds their face all day long with unhealthy foods needs to deal with the consequences off camera.
Judge me all you want for that, but for
Okay, noted.
me, there's just no way. There's just no way. No way. No way. I don't.
Okay, so this is actually a video where I can't really say she lies a lot because she is telling the truth. She would like to continue wrecking her life, not be accountable for it, not go on any diet, and yeah, just basically continue what got her to the point where she had another health scare.
Don't enjoy it. It depresses me even more. It makes me feel like losing weight and getting healthy is like a punishment. It feels like a punishment when
Yeah, it kind of is because you've been stuffing your face for decades, you know. There's got to come a point in time where you realize I can't keep doing this. My body won't let me.
I do that. So, yeah.
Yeah, might as well cut it off.
I mean, look at it this way. I want to just go back to learn how to be like a normal person. Like look at someone
Go back to being a normal person. Whatever are you talking about?
like Salah. They don't have to count calories. They don't have to worry about, you know, they just
No, they just don't feel like eating all day long. They have established other ways. I mean, please don't make me justify or explain what might be driving Salah because he's got a few marbles rolling around, you know?
they just listen to their normal hunger cues, I guess. I don't know. But I know for someone like me it's different. I have to reset and get there, whatever.
You'll never get there.
But anyway, I don't even know why I'm going down that road.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes it feel like a chore, a punishment, you know.
It is a punishment. You've been doing wrong. You've been doing your body wrong.
I don't want to do that. So
Okay, noted.
That's just, you know, I've changed my mind. Um, yeah, I just don't want to do it.
Okay,
So,
okay.
you know, I don't care if you judge me for that. It's for
Repetitive, Your Honor.
my life choices, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, no accountability, just stuffing face. Got it.
That's just how I'm happier, just not um doing that, not dieting or whatever.
I am super morbidly obese. I should be eating healthier. I should probably be eating less. I don't want any advice. I don't need advice. I don't need doctors. I don't need anything like that. Everything that could be possibly said to me right now is already obvious, so don't waste your breath.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it. And that's all I guess I have to say about it.
Mm-hmm. Sounds
So,
like.
I don't think that I'll ever want to go back to opening up about my life because
Yeah, you know what? You've lied so much and you've changed your mind so often. I can't take anything you say seriously anymore, and that's a direct consequence of your personality, your persona on the internet.
I don't enjoy it anymore. Like something has shifted inside me where I don't want to go back to Canada, rip off the hijab like people think I'm going to do. People still think they're giving me time. In like a few months, she's going to be back in Canada, back to wheelchairs, back to shaving her head, back to being a mess. It's not going to happen. It's
Okay. Uh, I remember when you were sitting in the car when the message had reached you that your husband had tried heavily to cheat on you, and you said you don't believe in Allah, and you don't even know if you believe in God anymore. Stuff like that. And so, you know what it's gonna take? Right now, you're still hooked on that Syrian guy, but as soon as he dumps your ass, you're back on the plane to Canada, because what are you gonna do in Kuwait all by yourself? Land a rich sheikh? Man, that would be a nice arc. Land a rich sheikh. But then again, with all the e-cars all over the planet now, and certain countries saying that from, let's say, next year on, all they're gonna sell are e-cars, the sheikhs are probably gonna have their ass water boiling already.
not, that's over. That time is over. That, like, it's just done. It's
Just find a new arc. The mukbangs are out. They're completely out, especially for people that are so close to death like you are. You gotta find something else to do with your life.
completely done. And I've been back and forth to Canada enough times now to know that that's not what I want. And I don't want to sit here justifying why, but that's just, I'm a
You were lying every time anyway you went back to Canada.
different person now. I'm a different foodie beauty. If you don't enjoy this new me, then you know what to do. Like,
Oh, the new me, just stuffing face and not explaining things anymore, not being held accountable, just doing the low BMI voice travel vlogs. Yeah, I hope you're gonna get used to living off of a lot less money.
I'm not going to be changing for anybody. Like, this is my life. This is who I am now.
Wow, how pathetic. With all due respect, how pathetic.
Take me or leave me. That's up to you. But um, I'm not my past either. The past doesn't affect me anymore. Why?
We are our past. I mean, we don't have to let it define us, but we have to stand behind it.
It's still, people are still obsessed with it. I don't know, but you have to get over it and accept that it's gone because it was my life. I lived it, and if I'm over it, it's weird that other people are still not.
Yeah, but you're not over it. You keep saying that you're grieving it. I think it's more like missing it, so you're not over it. Mm-mm. She's confused.
Like from years ago. So yeah. Um
You know what I appreciate in this vlog? I'm trying to find something positive here, to not make it feel like I'm completely wasting my time sitting here listening to this mental diarrhea. I appreciate the fact that she doesn't have that red lipstick on, where she smeared it up one side. I don't know what's going on with that. It being uneven, you know what I'm saying? That is so cringy.
So that's it. Mukbangs are valuable entertainment for people who enjoy them.
Hmm. Okay, noted.
There's a lot. I enjoy the. I didn't really used to love them, but I always did watch them. But now I start to love them because it's just like,
Oh, so you also watch them. You're probably sitting there watching other people stuff their face and get your ideas of what to eat next. So pathetic.
it's just drama free, and
Stuffing face all day, drama free. Watching others do it too. Drama free, huh? You know what also would have been drama free on your channel if you hadn't lied? If you hadn't tried to portray a life you're not living. Same goes for Amber. My husband's rich, he's got a huge house, I'm gonna live there with him. And look at you guys now. Dude.
I don't know. I just like drama free content, honestly.
Okay, that's why you keep stirring the pot.
Um, but I don't like doing certain things. For me, I love food. Like, despite
You are a food addict. You don't love food. You are addicted to it.
even, this is a huge, huge important point. Despite being a food addict, despite having, I think to a degree we're all addicted to some kind of food, especially if you like junk food and you eat it every day. Try stopping it cold
I don't know anybody that eats junk food every day. Not a single person.
turkey. It's hard. But with the binge eating and all that, um, I actually haven't been binge eating. So
You and Amber overeat dramatically every single day. So you don't need a binge eating disorder. All you need is just your food addiction and your lack of self-discipline and accountability, of course.
something is working, okay?
No, it's not.
So I don't know if it's that, I know that I get to eat something I'm craving. I don't have that stress of thinking of restricting, like, oh no, I can't eat this ever again kind of thing.
Yeah, it's better when a food addict just stuffs everything into their mouth that they feel like eating. That's better.
I don't know what it is, but um yeah, I still need to eat, and even though I have binge eating disorder,
No, you do not. They are a disgrace. These fat bitches are a disgrace to people that suffer from binge eating disorder.
I also love food and I'm very interested in the cultural side of food. I'm also interested in like learning about different food, about trying different food, and
You're not interested in any other cultures, otherwise you would know more Arabic.
I love the pleasure that food brings, like good food.
Yeah, because you're a food addict and you eat mainly fast food.
I love food. I'm a foodie
Food addict.
in that I'm passionate about food. I love food.
Because you had nothing going on in your life. You never managed to develop any kind of skills or hobbies that would get your mind off of it.
People always say, well, how did you know to just cook things? Because I love food. And so if you love something, I'm not like I don't even measure my spices or anything. So I'm not like a cook or a chef. I don't claim to be.
No, you suck as a cook. You cook the same kind of slop that Amber cooks. Cooks.
But I can make myself something good if I want to, something tasty. And I
Taste buds are shot, so mm-mm.
love food. I am a foodie
Food addict.
and a beauty.
Not really anymore. And the filters can barely take away the marks of your CPAP machine.
I know that makes people mad. So I just really love food. And so a big part of me wants to just get more into food.
Even more into food. Okay.
And hoping that somehow that will also mend my bad relationship with food.
Nope, not gonna happen. Um, Best example, Life by Jen.
So we will see, but I'm done justifying myself and my
Good.
opening up about my health. And I know it's totally my fault, you know, but do you
Yeah, yes, it is. Chantal, that's the thing. It is completely your fault.
know how annoying it is to have so many people comment carb hate? Just, I don't know, just like some of the comments are so annoying, and some of, I don't know, I
Yeah, the ones that try to hold you accountable. God, that is so annoying. Man, when you just want to stuff your face in peace and then you see the comments and you're thinking, wow, everybody just shut up and watch me eat.
I just can't stand it. I can't stand it. So
Yeah, it sucks to be you, doesn't it?
I'm totally done with that. And I know I say that all the time, but
Mm-hmm.
trust me, this is gonna stick. You're not gonna see another diet video from me
Huh? Has she ever posted a diet video? I've never seen one.
anymore. You know, like there's not gonna be any diet videos.
And no workout videos because whatever you call a workout was a joke anyway. Might as well just keep sitting on that ass stuffing face.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or my health, whatever. That's my personal business. I don't know why I ever.
Yeah, the sugar levels and stuff. That was cringy, Chantal, huh? Man, that was really cringy.
Decided to share some things like my blood sugar and stuff. So stupid.
Yeah, I know, right? Exploiting everything for monetary gain just so that you got enough dough to buy your own food. 'Cause the husband is a loser in life.
Honestly.
Hmm.
So, but
Yeah.
that's it for me. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Any of
Okay.
those personal things. And this is just like a formal video, I guess, cementing that for you guys and answering kind of why I wanted to go back to mukbangs.
Good.
Because people forget that I built my channel on mukbangs.
No, you started off with makeup, but that didn't take off, and then you ate because you were very hungry, and so you just turned on the camera, and when you realized people watched that, But then look what you did with that. You managed to alienate so many people. So many people. Oh my gosh.
I'll be as sweet as pie tomorrow. Oh, you know it. You know I'm gonna manipulate the fuck out of you, and you're gonna eat it up, and you're gonna watch me. There's always Beezers who replace the fallen Beezers. That's what you don't get. I don't fucking need you at all. She never takes real ownership or accountability for what happens. Stay mad, bitches.
I guess the few viewers you have are just feeders now.
I did start doing, weight loss content after that and all that stuff. It's a very eclectic channel, so it has different audiences,
She probably really thinks that.
When I start doing weight loss stuff, the weight loss audience comes out and says, yay. And the mukbang people say boo, and then it's like vice versa every time.
Yeah, and then you held that speech how you can do mukbangs and lose weight at the same time. That kind of backfired, didn't it? Because neither you nor Amber managed to make that work.
I change my mind. But I want to be consistent and
Consistent in posting bullshit. You've been pretty consistent with that. Look how she keeps looking up. Remember, gosh darn it. Shivy Pop. Now I remember that channel that analyzed the nonverbal communication, and Amber's Life Factory, I believe, was in the left bottom. So from our point of view, right, and hers is up there. She's been looking up there, trying to come up with lies. But then again, this vlog doesn't seem so much like she's lying. She's coming clean, like I want to eat myself to death, and I'm going to do that. And so, you know, that the kind of stuff that I've been saying about Amber, I would respect her more if she just said it. But this one here still, you know, she's coming halfway clean, but not to where she says, I don't care if I'm gonna go out this way because I love food so much. I'm just gonna keep going. She still tries to pretend that she's gonna work on her health. She's just not gonna talk about it, you guys.
I think that, you know, I just want to just
Eat, eat, and eat.
just do
And sleep.
that content for now. Well, yeah, that's going to be my content. A food channel. So,
Yeah, just getting fatter and fatter. A weight gain channel with nothing relevant to say. Because the IQ has dropped so much that we've seen her in countless mukbangs. She didn't even have anything to say anymore.
that's about it. And so, yeah, if you don't like watching people eat, you don't like eating noises, I have no idea why you would watch my videos.
I never do when you eat. Hardly ever.
My mukbang videos, but that's how it's going to be. So,
Okay, and I'm out. That's all I needed to hear. So she's effed, and now she's finally made a public announcement that she would like to remain effed. And so that's where we're at. And so with that said, these girls are so pathetic. Oops, I swear to God. All right, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching this and waiting through this mental diarrhea with me. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.